Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV, and my channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. So many people have said in emails, in comments, I see it all over social media, victims of narcissistic abuse claiming that they would never risk entering into another relationship again. And to be honest, I too felt that way initially. And I want to talk about that today. Safe to say, many of us, me included, feel like every moment spent with that piece of shit Trevor was an absolute, utter waste of my time. Not just a waste of my time, but a period where my life was diminished to rubble. Everything about my life was filthy, dirty, crushed, broken, screwed over in every way imaginable. So though we've expressed a regret for the loss of time, the waste of time, we all know it was so much more than that. Many of us now feel very isolated, self-imposed isolation, leery of people, suspicious of people, unwilling to extend ourselves the way we had with the narcissist. Once you've been captured, taken hostage, and lived that misery with the narcissist, certainly it is cause for reflection, and it certainly made me wonder if I would ever risk extending myself in love and friendship to someone in that capacity ever again. The incredible sense of distrust I had initially felt was quite overwhelming. I was very reluctant to even make eye contact with people, strangers, and I think for good reason. When you believe you have found the love of your life, your twin flame, your soulmate, and you so innocently enter into what you believe to be a loving relationship, only to discover that you have been tricked, manipulated into falling in love with an absolutely soul-dead monster from hell, quite likely a demonically possessed fiend. It's pretty earth-shattering, to say the least, and absolutely cause for great concern moving forward. But now, a year later, listening to, reading so many comments and emails where wonderful, enlightened, kind, empathetic, creative, the type of people that make this world a better place are now withdrawing from even the remote possibility of extending their self in friendship, let alone love. This is a pretty sad place for us, and I really hope that this isn't going to be a permanent condition for any of us. What was the point of fighting your way free, getting to a safe place, reflecting on what happened, learning from what happened, and then shutting down forever to the prospect of love and true, genuine friendship? Because of the continued support here and all your wonderful comments, you guys, absolutely you guys, created in me the strength to look inside of me, ask myself, what do I want for the future? Do I really want to be alone forever? Life is hard. Life really is a two-man job in so many areas, and just that ensuing loneliness, that lack of intimacy, that lack of genuine friendship. When you think about it, do you want to live your life void? And that's what I've been really reflecting on lately. And no, I don't. I don't want to spend my life alone. I don't want to be forever driven into self-imposed isolation because of Trevor. Trevor will have won. If Trevor already took so much from me, and then I allow him to take a lifetime of love away from me, the narc will still be controlling my life, and I'm just not going that route. I absolutely refuse to give Trevor that sort of power over my life, because the reality is he's a powerless little worm of a human being. Good Lord, did I say human being? I didn't mean actual human being, not like I'm a human being and you're a human being. I mean a facsimile of a human being replica type meat suit kind of thing. The long, lingering negative impact of being in a love relationship with a narcissist being so profound, impacting people for so many years. How do we really break that cycle? How do we regain trust in our fellow man? I'm seeing it everywhere. We talked about MGTOW in the last video, and I can see why women, narcissistic women, will present so demonically that it would drive a man from ever engaging in a relationship like that again. With men being so horrendously abusive, and by men, I mean narcissistic men, so horrendously abusive towards their female and male partners, certainly cause to really reflect on whether or not you're willing to stick your neck out like that. But this reluctance is really based in fear, that once bitten, twice shy kind of attitude. And how do we stop that cycle? Like, how do we come together? How do we source out good people and reduce the risk of ever falling victim to one of these things again? There's a very real possibility that empaths are actually sourced out and targeted by these creatures. So we're always, I believe, going to be at high risk of encountering more of them. And I've seen that in my own personal experience since I got free with Trevor. But with that said, I've also been able to recognize certain character traits that simply weren't going to work for me, and I could recognize them almost immediately. And I think that this new skill, this superpower that we've developed where we can very quickly identify this type of psychopathy, this type of insanity, I think it gives us a real advantage moving forward. And really, I do believe it opens up the possibility of meeting the right person. But again, now we've got to kind of pull that all back and look at the fact that I, for one, will be suspicious. Initially, if I was to meet a new person, I would be on full guard, absolutely full guard. So if this was, for example, a genuine human being, a decent, kind human being, I wouldn't be approaching it in a natural way anymore. I would definitely be suspicious, on guard, watching for red flags, monitoring behaviors, monitoring speech. And all of this is now creating a pretty weird dating scenario. With so many of us feeling at odds with the prospect of finding love in the future, I'd really love to know from people, friends here at the channel, who have actually gone on and forged new friendships, new love relationships, and how that kind of started for you. And if you were a bit reluctant, suspicious in the early stages. Now, if you were dating a true empath and a real human being, and you were to explain, that you are in that kind of once bitten, twice shy kind of situation, possibly your new love interest was very compassionate about this horrible past experience you've had. And I would kind of hope that that was the case. But I'd love to know what your experience has been if you were able to drop that baggage, move forward, and enter into a true loving relationship, friendship, real human connection with a genuine person. Just keep hearing over and over again, I'd never do it, I'd never risk it, I'd never take that chance. But when you think about the tremendous loss in that, it's really quite sad, and that's not what I'm hoping for any of us. I don't want that for me, and I certainly don't want that for you. It's nice to think that we can move on and meet really great people. I mean, God, there's almost 10,000 of us here at this channel, so I know that's a very real possibility. If you've been able to break the cycle of isolation, been able to fluidly move on to a new relationship, please let us know how you did it. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.